Alright, so this is existing for others. I've noticed that, I've noticed that I've programmed myself to want to please others through the fear of not being accepted by them. I believe that if I please them, then they are more likely to accept me as a personality, which is abuse of life because they're not going to accept me as life, then they're going to accept me as inferiority, as my personality. So what has happened now with sleeping is that each time that I would get up, um, I would not care about what I had to do during the day. Um, I was not getting up for myself in the past. Um, what I noticed is that I was getting up in the past to try and prove uh, to myself and to life that I could apply myself in a certain direction, that I could apply myself and succeed. Um, so it was obviously a starting point of dishonesty, because it was not for myself. And so that's what I've noticed when waking up in the past few days, I'm going to say week, um, that I haven't been getting up for myself. I've been staying asleep and trying to sleep as much as I can to escape myself from being here, escape the responsibilities that I have. I just noticed now that everything that I've been writing about, the desires, the judgment, and this now, they all connect. So it's quite cool. So yeah, what happens when I talk to a person is whatever they're talking about, the subject, I will not think about and just agree. I'll just say, yeah, you're right, and I'll find a piece of knowledge or information that I can use to support my my acceptance of their words, of their beliefs, of their ideas, and I wouldn't stand by me saying whether or not I think it's valid what they are saying. And I do this out of fear of being accepted. I deliberately accept inferiority in that moment. I accept inferiority in that moment because I fear them seeing themselves as inferior to me, thus not allowing themselves to show themselves. I mean, that's one aspect. That if I exist as inferiority, then they're more likely to feel superior and thus share themselves, but I accept and allow them to walk over me within that, and I accept and allow myself to be walked over as life. I accept and allow myself to be disrespected as life, which I no longer accept. One other thing that I fear through talking is standing up within my speech of sharing me, because as a kid, I was getting tucked into bed, and for some reason, I do not remember the exact reason, but I was called a jerk by my mom, and the thought that was going on through my head at that time was, since she called me a jerk, I can call her a jerk. Like, I'm gonna show I'm gonna show her equality. And I'm gonna stand up and speak. Um, so, I called her a jerk. She turned around and slapped me, and that like just really fucked with me through standing up with him and as speaking, through speaking myself. And I notice a lot of more points. There's another point where I learnt a new swear word. I think it was friggin', or I saw it as a swear word. I know, or it was like big whoop or something. It was just like, it had the like definition of what does it matter. So my dad was talking about somebody that died, and I used that expression, and he became very angry and at me. So again, I became fearful of expressing myself. Or fearful of sharing myself. Um, because I feared being hit and being I feared that anger within other people because I saw what that anger could do to people, and it led to physical abuse to me as a kid. Um, and so yes, I now, even now, when I talk to a person, I am very careful with my words to not disrupt their ego because I fear being hit. Which is bullshit. Now that I can actually handle myself. So yeah, there's no more reason to fear that. Because as a kid, I couldn't handle myself. I was completely subjected to physical abuse. But now if I'm abused physically for speaking, then I get hit. And I can take it now. Yeah, another point is like fear of being alone and fear of not being supported. That I don't want to attack their ego because, as I've seen, you can lose people, you can lose friendships, you can lose connections like that once their ego is attacked. Um, so I have been fearing sharing myself or sharing my knowledge and information with other people because it completely attacks their ego now. And I fear losing a person I fear losing a friendship through fear of being alone, believing that I cannot support myself. So I no longer accept myself as inferiority within speaking to another person through fear of being hit, or fear of losing them, or fear of being alone. Yeah, it's very limiting when I exist in that. Suddenly I'm completely limited to being a yes man. So that's my video for existing for others. Thank you.